Yep. So just to talk about the call again, as mentioned in the email, we will ask you some questions, then you can ask us some questions as well. And if any external audience joins the meeting, then they will also be able to ask you questions. And this session will be recorded and uploaded online for voters to view. And you have nominated yourself for the role Heads of Events Social. So could you please introduce yourself, including your name, year of study, and what you're studying?
So my name is Lada Klochkova. I am a year 2 student and I study psychology.
Yep. So the first question we've got is, what makes you stand out from the other candidates?
I think I'm just very passionate about like the social sides of the society, and I was really missing that like last year. So I would talk about the social aspect of it to different people, and like I already gathered like some ideas of what people want and what was missing. So I feel like the fact that I'm very passionate and also have gained some knowledge of what people want.
Yep. Thanks for answering that. And in your first question on the manifesto, we asked about your plans. So what are some difficulties that you foresee might happen when you implement your plans, and how do you plan to solve them?
So of course, the one difficulty, I guess, would be finding something that most people would want to attend. So I feel like the best option to overcome that is to send out Google Forms and ask students to fill them in to know exactly what they want and like in what areas they want as well, like where people live. I think that's how I would overcome it, is just by finding out what people would want to see and attend.
Yep. And the last question we've got is, do you have anything else that you want to share and it's not already on your manifesto?
I think just the fact that I am very open to like different suggestions from people. So if they want to like come forward and like let me know what, obviously if I do get elected for the role, like let me know if anything's missing or anything like that, that I'll always listen and like support their wants and ideas, I guess.
Yep. And that's all we've got to ask for now. And do you have any questions for us about the society or the role or the elections?
One question that I have is like, what would be the best way to notify students of like the upcoming events and conferences and talks, or like the best place to advertise them?
So for now, what we're using, it's mainly Instagram and also like WhatsApp group chats for the year groups. And if possible, we'll also try emailing, but we had some issues with the Outlook email addresses. So that's all I can think of. See if others got anything to add on.
I think it would be good for next year to also have a Facebook account, because I know many people, I mean, I personally don't use Facebook, but I know many people have Facebook and only use Facebook and don't necessarily have Instagram. So I think using both Facebook and Insta would be good. Again, I don't think how feasible emailing will be. But as soon as we kind of start getting away from a whole idea of department and more like a society, then I think the socials will be enough. I'm hoping for it.
So like as a head of events, sorry to interrupt, as head of events, would I be able to set up the Facebook page and just...
I think you would be able to, what I'm saying, not sure because everything is kind of complicated at the moment, but what I'm guessing is you would be able to kind of set events up but not make the post yourself, because I believe that's someone's job specifically.
Oh, okay, perfect.
But yeah, you would be basically the one with the ideas and everything.
Okay.
So have an idea of how to set it up. Yes, if you have something specific you want on the post, then you can ask for it, but you're not the one actually making it.
Okay, yeah, perfect. I just wanted to make that clear. Yes, I think that's it. That's all the question that I have.
Yep. And thanks for your questions. And thank you for joining the session.
Hi there, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So, as mentioned in the email, we will ask you some questions now, and then you can ask them some questions as well. If any external person joins the call, they will be free to ask you questions as well. This session will be recorded and then uploaded online for voters to view. So would you you nominated yourself, and would you be able to give us your name and department and year of studies?
Okay, yeah. So my name is Susanna Li, and then my preferred name is Susanna. And currently I'm going to study psychology year 2, and department would be psychology, languages and sciences. Not sure. But yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. So now we'll go on with the questions. So what makes you stand out from the other kind of candidates?
So yeah, as I mentioned in my emails, I am very experienced with like arranging events and activities. So in the past, I used to lead a summer camp of over 100 people, and I need to arrange events like games and also maybe presentations. So I think I'm quite good at communicating and arranging different kinds of activities.
Okay, thank you for answering the question. And as head of social events, what are just some difficulties that you foresee might happen when you implement your plan? So you talked about some of maybe your plans or your ideas during the manifesto, sorry. What do you think might happen, and how do you plan on solving these issues?
So I think one possible issue would be that we don't have enough people joining the events. If so the society is quite new, right? Is it like the second year of the society? So maybe it's not that well known, and maybe we couldn't get enough people to join the social event. So as I was planning to get the social media, so like get more people to look at the social media, and around the school maybe we can have advertisement and posters on to get more people to join our event. And also if we want to find like a more formal venue for our event, maybe it would be quite expensive. So one is that we need more people to join, and I would try to communicate with the people and try to get like a cheaper price so it is affordable for everyone.
Thank you very much for answering. Do you have anything else that you'd like to share that is not on your manifesto?
Yeah, so well, can I have a minute to think about that?
No worries, yeah, go for it.
Anything else to share? Well, I actually can't think of any at the moment.
Don't worry about it. It's very out of the blue question. Do you have any question for us?
Yeah, because I didn't join the society last year, so I want to know about what was it like last year, and like what activities did you have?
So the society, let's say last year, wasn't really kind of like built yet. We started reviving it last year. So we only had a few events second half of the year. We had one event which was at Bedford Way, so the psych building, where we had a professor coming to give a talk, and we had free pizza, free beers, and everyone kind of gathered around, and we had both time to socialize as well as get to hear about our professor. Daniel Richardson came. And then apart from that, we had another more socially event, which was at the Institute Bar, where we just told people we would be there. We wanted to gather around, have a fun time. And yeah, we basically managed, because of external help, to get enough money to give people free tokens for one drink. And yeah, so that was it. We just gave people the tokens. Everyone was kind of having fun drinking, and we had a pub quiz as well during the event, and like a pool tournament, which was very cool. We just had lots of stuff going on. It was quite fun. But we didn't really manage to do a lot more because we weren't really a society per se yet. So that's what we're trying to do this year, to kind of build up from the base. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but that sounds really great already.
Okay, so thank you for joining the session.
Hi, my name is Charlotte Patient. I'm a second year BSc psychology student and I'm running for the role of social sec. I'm sorry I can't be with you there in person today, but I'm currently moving to London in like a few hours, so life has been a bit crazy. But I'm just going to answer some questions that have been sent over for me to answer. Question 1 is, what makes you stand out from the other candidates? So I'd say one thing which I really tried to get involved in last year, in my first year, was social events and societies. And I think that experience of being an attendee of like a lot of social events will help me run events which I know that other people enjoyed as well as I enjoyed. So I think that that's something that's really important. Also, I love the society. I want to build a community within psychology. I definitely feel like that was something that was missing last year. I knew people from my seminar and some of my labs, but really trying to build that bigger community would be like a really great thing. And I think that makes moving into a new department, whether that be for like first years or like masters and PhD students, it would make it so much easier for people to feel kind of welcomed, and you just know you've got like a support network already, which I think is just super important. The second question is, what are some difficulties that might happen when you implement the plans in your manifesto, and how do you plan to solve them? So one of the things that I think could be a difficulty is our reach. Because we're starting out as a new society this year, I'm very aware that there might be some people who don't know about it. I don't know how we're going to be able to advertise as well as other like pre-established societies. So I think what we really need to do is push on social media, the social events, and really give like freshers and new masters and PhD students, as well as second, third and fourth years, like really give them and like provide information and try and make it as accessible as possible. So use every information channel we can to try and get as many people in attendance, because the whole thing with social events is you need a lot of people there so people can meet people and be social. So I think that's one of the difficulties we could face, but I think there is definitely ways to solve that, and especially with the incoming freshers, we can really make a point of Psychology Society, and I think they will really appreciate having a group of people that they can go to like from day one, like as a fresher. And then question 3 is, do I have anything else to share that's not in my manifesto? I think mainly I just want to say that I think that we need to start developing community in the psychology department, and kind of supporting each other and helping each other out as much as we can as we go through like our courses. So yeah, that's kind of my main point. Is I really loved being part of societies last year, and I think a department society is even better because you have even more in common. Like you get to like toil over your lab reports and everything with each other. You can kind of connect like on like a stress level, which is great. And also you can just like talk and like exchange tips, and I think there's something really nice about being friends with a lot of people who are doing the same degree as you. So I think that this is like a really great thing that we're doing, restarting the Psychology Society, and whoever gets social sec, I think, is going to do a great job at trying to build that community and kind of make our department kind of more of like a little family, which would be really great. But yeah, that's all from me. If you have any questions, I'm sure my email will be available. But yeah, thank you.